All the self-improvement YouTubers tell you to go outside. So you try it. You go outside. You've tried, haven't you? And what happens? You see a bunch of attractive women. You see teenagers much younger than you out with attractive women. You feel like everyone has life figured out better than you. And you feel bad doing what they recommended. And you feel like, why even bother? Maybe I should just stay inside. My name is Louis Angel. I make self-improvement videos. If you don't know who I am, let's get down to it. So that's the way I felt a lot when I went outside. I don't know if you felt the same way. So you go out, you see all these like really attractive people, and a lot of them are even high schoolers, people that younger than you with like girls and like attractive girlfriends. And you sort of, I get this, I'm working through it. You get this negative mindset that's like everyone else has life together. Everyone else has something and I don't. Look at all these attractive women who would never even look at me. And I'm gonna tell you how I overcome that. And it'll save you a bunch of time because like you're not gonna keep taking the medicine if the medicine tastes bitter. If the medicine tastes bitter, then you don't want to take it even if it makes you better. So you have to enjoy taking the medicine by taking your mind off the end result of like having a girlfriend or being more successful or all that stuff. You have to make the medicine fun. One of the mental habits that I established was a mindset of abundance. I remember I would go out and I would think it's too late for me to get a girlfriend. All these girls already have men. But then I shifted my mind to, hey, why don't I be happy that I live in an area with so many attractive women, with so many women that I find attractive to me? Why don't I be happy that I'm surrounded by so much abundance? You develop this abundance mentality. Like, yeah, of course, there'll always be women. There's always going to be more women on Tinder. There's always going to be more women in the real world. Move to another state, move to another town, whatever. There's always going to be more women. There's always going to be attractive women. So instead of despairing that you don't have any of them, why don't you feel glad and grateful that you at least have the chance? Like there's some hope to hold on to. Why don't you feel glad that you are surrounded by so much abundance and feminine energy? My dog is looking at me all scared because I dropped the phone once while filming a video, and it didn't drop on her, she was just nearby. But like she gets scared when something falls because of how small she is. You okay? You okay? So she's just sitting behind the sofa for protection in case the phone falls. There's many more things I could say. Like one, actually try to make conversation with people, not just the women, because make conversation with men and old people, because if you can't make conversation with a regular person, what makes you think you're going to be able to make conversation with a really attractive woman? Make conversation with everyone. Enjoy the event. Enjoy being out with friends. Like just focus on the medicine rather than the end goal of becoming a normal person who has a girl. Enjoy women's feminine energy just by being with them. Like you don't have to enjoy feminine energy only by being with a woman romantically and physically. You can enjoy the feminine energy just by being in their presence. Like just enjoy their presence. There's a lot I could say about that, but the one other thing I will really focus on is pretend as if the women wanted you. Like pretend as if you don't have to pretend, like they probably do, but like just think maybe they found me attractive. Maybe like some women look at me and are like, oh wow, he's cute. But like keep in mind, women don't typically approach guys that they have lust for. Like it's very rare that they do. It's very rare that like women approach the men they're attracted to, although it does happen sometimes. So just imagine if these women were thinking that you're attractive but weren't approaching you. And all of a sudden you notice, like obviously don't stare, don't be a weirdo, but all of a sudden when you're walking, you notice when a woman looks at you for like a little bit longer. You notice when she like does a double take on you. You notice when this one like stares at you for like, keeps looking at you. You notice when this one looks at you across the room. Like all of a sudden, it might even just be the placebo effect, but it makes you feel better. It works. Like just imagine that when these women actually find you attractive and they're doing double takes, and then all of a sudden you'll start noticing a bunch of things because your brain is looking for it. And don't you think that you're a lot more likely to succeed when that's the way you think, rather than you just automatically assume that none of them find you attractive because they're not approaching you, which is an unrealistic mindset, because yeah, they find you attractive, but why would that mean they approach you? I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you learned 2 things from this video. And remember, it's not learning if your behavior doesn't change. See ya, man.